Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Melissa and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So today's tip, so it's really hot right now. We just had this huge heat wave. I got a notification from my electric company that my electricity use was up 90% and my bill was going to be $200. How the F that even happens, I don't know, because how does it go from 40 some dollars? It went up 90%. So therefore, 90% of 40, I mean, let's go with 90% of 50, make life easy. That's still only $45. 45 plus 50 is $95. So how is it going to be $200? Not to mention, I live in a 400 square foot home. Where the hell is this energy going? Like, I am furious because my AC is set at 78 degrees. I have had it off most of the year. It was on for a whole week at 78 degrees during the heat wave, and they're telling me that I've used 90% more electricity. That doesn't even make sense, especially because like last July, like July 2024, I had my AC run all month. I had it set at like 74 degrees because I was having issues with heat and regulating body temperature. It's like a theme in my life. Sorry. So how does that like even track? Like something is clearly, I mean, the math is not mathing. They clearly need to like fix their shit or something, because they are clearly not accurately measuring. There's no way that my AC could possibly in a week use that much more. The only thing that was different that week was that instead of so since it had been cool and I had been using I only used the AC in most of June, like the first couple of weeks of June, for a few hours during the heat of the day. And then we keep the windows open. It would get down into like the 50s or 60s. And then the house would be cool until about 11 o'clock in the afternoon. 6 o'clock, we could open the windows back up again. It was, so it was like 5-6 hours. However, I did go back out. So my shed is a mess this year. It's got like all my woodworking stuff in it. So it's like kind of everything's buried right now. And I've had other things that have taken precedence this summer. So I went to find my reflectix and I couldn't find it. So I did have to go and buy new stuff. So it's basically this. It's like the stuff that you can put around a hot water heater. It's, if you look, it's silver. It's essentially like silver bubble wrap. I don't know if you can kind of see it in there, but it's just kind of like bubble wrap. But this was a 24-inch by 10-foot roll. It was enough to do both sides of my sliding glass door, minus like about a 2-inch strip on each door. I'm not really super concerned about that 2-inch strip, though I might in the future, because I'll also keep the blinds closed so a lot of the sun will stay out. I'll see when I like do these windows, if I have a spare strip, I may go ahead and like cover it there. But this was like 10-11 bucks. I think it was like $10.77 a roll at Home Depot if you bought 3 or more. And I need it for a couple of other projects, so I went ahead and just bought the 3 because it was cheaper. So I essentially got like 30 foot. I'm so sorry. I definitely prefer the Relectix brand. I didn't like the factor that this is a sticker right here. So the entire thing, like, it wastes the, what, first foot or so of it has like sticker on it, and it's a pain to get off, and I tried like goof off and everything, it just wasn't coming off, so that irritated me. But in the end, we'll see how much my electric bill was. I mean, maybe they're predicting it. I'm hoping that they're predicting it based on like if I continued to use the amount of energy that I used that specific week because of the heat wave. But we'll see. So it's not like the fancy tint, though eventually I probably will upgrade to that. For now, I like the way this works. It's convenient, it's cheap, it's easy. You know, you don't have to make it look fancy. And plus, I am looking at potentially replacing that door in the next 2 years. So this can always be reused and repurposed. And it lasts years. I used it when I lived in the van for like 6 weeks to cover the windows. It works great. I really do love this. It can reflect heat back into the house in the winter. It definitely helps keep the heat out in the summer. So if you want to stay cool and lower those energy bills a little bit, it can definitely help. So, and plus for me, I love, when they position this, they were not thinking. They have, it's positioned so like the sun hits all of these windows. It hits the sliding glass door, and it hits the kitchen windows and like the bedroom windows, and like all the windows are facing the sunny side. I have like the 2 living room windows, a little kitchen window, and an even smaller bathroom window on the shady side of the house. And I was just like, why? Why did you face it this way? It would have made so much more sense to face it any number of other ways than the way they faced it. But I don't know. It worked for them. I guess it just doesn't work for me. So today's tip for frugal living: in the summer, this $11 roll of Reflectix and some duct tape can save you a bundle on your energy bills. And I know it does because my AC kicks on less when I have this on the windows. Anyways, again, my name's Melissa. This year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.